It's the Sagan from Side to Say, and welcome to another October video. So this is a little bit different video than I had planned for today. I had originally intended to do a complete playthrough of a short game that I picked up on Steam a while back called Black Island. And I did that earlier this morning. And unfortunately, that went right about an hour, and I hit stop recording, and the video file corrupted. And the entire thing was useless. And I managed to recover it, but the audio was desynced. It's like, well, I could go through a bunch more editing trying to fix this, but is it really worth it? And I thought about how much I enjoyed playing the game, and the answer was no, not really. I enjoyed the game for what the look the game up on Steam if you want. It's not very expensive. It's definitely meant to be a demo for a bigger project, but I don't think that ever went anywhere. It just, there were certain aspects of it that really frustrated me. The story was very bizarre and abstract. Like, it just, I don't know, it didn't didn't grip me all that much. And the last puzzle frustrated me so badly. That's really what makes me go, you know what, it's not worth trying to recover the playthrough. So I may recover that later when I am not so tired and have more patience with it. But I want to do something else for today. So I'm going to do this instead. So I did a little teaser of this before Shocktober got started. That video is on the channel. If you haven't seen it, feel free to go watch it. This is called World of Horror. Horror, as we say on this channel. It's kind of a throwback to the old Mac Classic point-and-click type adventure games, but very much inspired by the artwork of one Junji Ito. Go ahead and look him up if you feel like not sleeping for the next week. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. So this too is only a demo, but there's a full version of this coming out in the next few months, or early next year, I believe January. And it will actually even be on the Switch. And I apologize if the music is obnoxiously loud. I've got this turned down as much as I can. The volume settings leave a little something to be desired. So, anyway, the way this works is it uses a kind of a deck system to build random encounters for these. But otherwise, you're trying to solve a mystery of what's going on in this town. It also kind of rolls in some of the old god stuff from the Cthulhu mythos area. Yeah, it's a little weird, but like I said, did a little demo of this before Shocktober. I'll do some now. I'll probably do another one as Shocktober goes later on, possibly with the Darwin, because he turned me on to this game, and we're both highly interested in to see where the full version's gonna go. But I will say, for the aesthetic, they're going for we're going for like Junji Ito style, but also the old 1-bit, as they call them, Mac games. Like, absolutely nailed the style. Because I own a Mac Classic with a lot of games like that, this is absolutely reminiscent. Okay, so I did the spine-chilling story of School Scissors in my teaser. So we're either going to do the Chilling Chronicle of Crimson Cape, or Far Out Fable of Fear Festival. Yeah, because those are the only options. Oh yeah, did you see? Yeah, every once in a while when I flip it, it has like a little flash or something there. Okay, so Far Out Fable of a Fear Festival. That sounds appropriate for Shocktober. So Mizuki Hamasaki, aspiring teen idol, has been invited with her friends to a nearby village for a special celebration held every 27 years. Just what are those strange sounds coming from the forest at night? Let's find out. Old God is awakening. Yeah, now it's going to have me select which old god I'll be playing with, but in the demo, this really doesn't seem to factor into it. So my options are pretty much what I assume would be random, which is the question mark. Or maybe turning the god off since it says dormant, I'm not sure. So I have Aths, Yolazith, the Towering Eye, or Gozu, the thing forsaken by God. That just sounds so intimidating. I'm gonna go with that. I'm guessing it's like a mirror, but we can't really see anything in it. Vanished the other dimension a long time ago. Kazuo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. Yeah, so it is a mirror. And the glimpses behind the reflection are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Alright. Okay, so here we are. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you to a curious sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst that could happen, you ask yourself as you board the bus? Alright, let's investigate. So, I don't have any weapon. Sometimes you start with a weapon or you find something pretty quickly on. Okay, just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. A small village and the nearby fields is surrounded by a thick forest. A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner, who promised to pick you up. Following close behind, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving them some time to explore. Festival begins in the evening. Right, so I can explore the village or I can visit the inn. Let's see if I have any items on me. So I don't have any items on me. Do have abolish, which I've forgotten what that does. No status ailments. And we're dealing with Gozo, but this doom meter I don't think ever fills up. Okay, that's just options. Okay, so let's go to the inn. The inn's room is dusty, like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone has cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. So, action unavailable. Not sure what that's to be. Can relax a bit, or say the onsen sounds good. If I recall correctly, onsen is like the hot springs, or like a hot tub kind of thing. Yeah, it's the hot springs. Hot springs feel great. Finally, you can relax for a bit and enjoy the warm water. Let's do stamina. Nice. All right, let's explore the village. Old priests performing a ritual to appease local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them. Sure, let's participate. Okay, so it rolled for knowledge. I succeeded. It says you read about the ritual. Following the intricate pattern of steps, bows, and claps isn't a problem for you. Once the ritual ends, the priest thanks you and hands over an item. Nice. We got a holy candle. Don't know what that's gonna do. What time is it? Oh, skip time. Now we don't want to skip time. Let's explore the village some more. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching into her pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Ugh. So she looks like she's got somebody else's face on. Okay, I don't have any weapons, which probably isn't going to help. But let me see about using abolish. So yeah, I'll just deal 3 damage to her, but it costs me 3 stamina to do so. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, it only targets eldritch enemies. I sort of read that and didn't think about it. Alright, well that sucks. So I'll just have to attack. Yeah, I ran into this problem the first time I played it. I need like a 6 or better, and I'm only rolling a d6. So I'm not having successful attacks with no weapon. And I'm losing stamina every time I do this. Yeah, I have a 0% chance to hit. It's ridiculous. But I don't have a way to... This woman only has two health. I don't want to use the unique ability. Although it would take 2 hits from the enemy. Fuck it. I think that's the only way to get out of it. Wow. Screw it. Oh, I see. Their power is what I have to roll better than. Wow, I like knocked her fake face off. Okay, she's dead. So that sucks because I lost a bunch of stamina there. Day 2. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to bed when suddenly moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing on the forest edge. One by one, they are lighting their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? Weird sounds coming from the forest kept you up all night. What could it all mean? Well, I don't have any weapons, so let me go back to the hotel and see if I can find anything. I thought there's a way to search the room. Which I'm thinking is this button here. I don't know why it's not letting me. Anyway, I'm gonna heal up in the hot springs. Alright, screw it. Let's go see what's in the forest. It's probably a bad idea. This is a suspicious group you've been following is holding a meeting in a nearby forest. They're enchanting some sort of ritual, or enacting some sort of ritual in the clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is at a large rock. Interesting. So I need the ritual robe item, which I don't have yet. Fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you managed to limp away unnoticed. Lovely. Alright, let's go to the festival since it's clearly getting dark. Still some time before the festival starts. The locals are seemingly busy setting up stands and decorating the place. These stands are already open, but you can't shake off the feeling something is wrong. It's getting late. Look for our friends. Day 3. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They're talking about something awakening up at the next dawn. Tried to block the entrance to your room, but the nightstand. Festival is ending tomorrow, and you can't be too careful. See, that's one thing that feels a little weird about this is it really advances the story so quickly. Like if you don't do the exact things, you kind of fall behind, and so you end up having to play through these multiple times. But I really enjoy what they're going for here, even though it's a little frustrating on the first playthrough. Oh, did I find one of my friends? Trail to an abandoned Shinto shrine is overgrown and steep. However, it could be an important place to investigate. Let's take the safe route. Taking the safe route costs you time, but you get to the top without incident. Burnout candle wax and dried blood spilled around the shrine means a new sinister cult has claimed its location. Oh, what the fuck? You have no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end up with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back wondering how weird it is. Suddenly all the guests turn their head in your direction. It's your turn now. Tempted to just follow the weird tradition so I don't have to fight. Gruesome as it is, still a tradition. Careful not to cut too deep. You can't shake the feeling of the deceased smiled slightly. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Very good question. What? Is that blood? Where is everybody? Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to an outskirt of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest there's an answer waiting for you. Okay, so I can rest at camp, or I can explore the forest, but I only have 4 actions until sunrise. Oh, okay, it told me that my friend joined me here. I don't know if you can see that behind my camera, but I think it's mostly visible there. Thought was just a discarded pile of clothes suddenly moves. As it stands up, a cloud of white powder is released into the air. Okay, so homeless dude? Unfortunately, his attack power is 7. I still have no weapon. So I'm gonna have to take damage in order to kill him. Unless I can abolish him. Which I don't think I can. Yeah. He's not an eldritch enemy in disguise. I'm gonna die. There, I got him. But geez, I can't afford to do that again, because it takes 2 stamina every time I use that unique ability. Wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees, and going by the look of them, they were made recent. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Try to decipher. Hard knowledge check, failure. You can't tell what the strange sign means, and the wandering aimlessly in the forest will take some time before you pick up the trail again. Plus 2% doom. So yeah, it's impending doom is like 11%. We got a long way to go. Sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings in the cave wall. I'll check success. Recognize the strange symbols and connect them to the horrors plaguing your town. Parasitic organism burrows slowly into the bark, undulating slowly. Well, I don't have the steak knife, and I feel like investigating it is a bad idea, but I don't really have a choice. Bark is flabby and sticky. It makes you recoil in horror. -2 reason. Okay, so I took some mental damage. Sun is slowly rising as you get closer to an abandoned industrial building. The forest becomes totally silent. You notice cautiously entering the factory. Too late. You were not the only one trying to stop the ritual and save your friends. Special forces have raided the occult hideout, arresting the suspects. Led outside, the handcuffed cult leader suddenly stops. You were too late, they say in a raspy voice. Our lord is free once more. Later that day, after an interrogation, the detectives let you go free. Festival guests are still missing to this day. Alright, so I got like the ending B, which is the bad ending, basically. Alright. Also, I apologize if that is causing a strobe effect there. The game is doing that on its own. I can't do anything about it. Alright, well, yeah, I gotta keep this one a short video today because I gotta get over to the Teslas later this afternoon. So I hope you enjoyed this another sneak peek at World of Horror. I'll do the other case as another episode later in Shocktober, and when the full game comes out, you bet your ass that the Darwin and I, at the very least, will be playing that one together, so. Okay, yeah, so that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, you stay classy, Internet.
Elastic tubes and button babies.